attempts to basically kind of half-ass talk, half-ass play the game. Might lose my train of thought, might not say anything. I'm gonna just enjoy the game for at least a little bit, and we'll kind of see where it goes, I guess. This is funny because if she ends up seeing this, she'll be like, "This motherfucker." Toxic environments, toxic situations, and jobs that no longer give a fuck about you, right? We're always gonna have those employees. Every job has that employee where it's like, yeah, you're the dick. You can suck a fart right out of my ass, right? Every job's gonna have that employee. It makes for a rough working environment. But when your success basically is dependent on this person, everyone else tends to jump on the bandwagon per se and kind of see the flaws that you have. I can relate this to painting and drywall. Um, there's a guy that I worked with, and he's kind of a sort of a know-it-all, but he doesn't know how to he knows how to do things, but he doesn't know the right way how to fully do things. And he's basically a jack of all trades, but he is a master of none. And he needs to be a master of something because he's not even really a good jack of all trades. What's going on now? He's not even good at like the trades that he does, and I say that because I've had to go back and fix 85% of his jobs because he's fucking horrible. And yet he gets all the praise for that job because he was there first. He did the majority of the work. He blah blah blah, right? And everybody in the office, yeah, he's a great employee, blah blah blah, you know, whatever. And fuck, he's tried to teach me different things, and I obviously couldn't get it because he's showing me half-ass shit. Basically, my success was dependent on him being competent enough in order to teach me the things to know, right? Plumbing, electrical, you know, whatever. His drywall finishing skills are fucking horrendous, but yet he's like labeled and praised as one of like the top 5 finishers, and you know, whatever, right? He's horrible. And shit, I'm not focused right now. I'm trying to have this conversation, not focused at all. But that makes for a shitty working environment. But if that turns into the rest of the crew believing him and you know whatever, and then you become the bad person in everyone else's eyes, like it's your mistake, your fuck up, right? That pretty much pits everybody against you and no longer makes you valuable. And everyone's gonna feed off of that. It's gonna drag you down. So everything that you do in the company's eyes is gonna be shit. They're gonna put you down for it. They're gonna watch you like a fucking hawk. Everybody else is gonna talk to you or like talk about you and shit like that. You know what I mean? And all around, just not worth it. So then it goes from, you know, I really like this job. It went from I really like this job, I enjoy what I'm doing, to now I don't look forward to going in because all they're going to do is talk shit about me and, you know, whatever. On top of already struggling with like mental health issues and shit like that, and you get into some sort of toxic situation like that, you're not going to do very well. You're going to keep yourself there because it's comfortable and you're scared of change. I'm guilty of this 100%. You're not going to want to leave because you're scared of change. It's comfortable. You already know what basically the job is and what you do at the job. And you've got the experience. You know, no matter who your teacher was, it was, you got the experience to be dangerous and do something with worth that. You know what I'm saying? But the job is no longer valuable, no longer worth it because of the toxic situation. If you keep yourself there, you're gonna, well, it's just that. You're gonna keep yourself there. You're gonna keep yourself in that toxic mindset. You're gonna keep yourself, I gotta go to fucking work. You should enjoy your job. You shouldn't be affected outside of work by your job. Now, there's definitely jobs where you can't avoid that. Like, like there's the saying, leave work at work and leave home at home. Oh, fuck. There's jobs like, I'm sure, like EMTs, police officers, and, you know, military, like anything that involves maybe even some kind of trauma. You know what I mean? That, I'm sure that is very hard to leave at work. Like, I'm sure that follows you a little bit because, I mean, like, for example, I've done suicide cleanups. I've cleaned up blood and brains off of walls and shit like that. Like, that sticks with you. You know what I mean? Because that's kind of traumatized. That's traumatic. You know what I mean? That sticks with you. You think about shit like that. Like painting and drywall, you shouldn't have to think about that when you go home. Like, you shouldn't be worried about that. You shouldn't let that affect your mood. You shouldn't let... Oh, fuck. I fucked up. Like, my wife works in insurance, and the people there are horrendous. She brings that home. She lets that affect her because it's become such a toxic environment, such a toxic place to be. She no longer wants to be there. She's good at her job. She's damn good at it. But her success is dependent on one person. And they're not... That person is not competent enough, such as my drywall teacher. You know, well, one of them. That person is not competent enough to train her in what she needs to know. She brings that home because then she's getting backlash from all the employees, the owner, whatever. Basically, her success is riding on the coattails is banking on the coattails, really, of this other person who is lazy anyways. Like, she's letting this other person who is unimportant control her job, control what she does, control everything about her job, letting this one person control her mood outside of work. And unfortunately, it gets to be like that sometimes because you're not leaving the situation. The best thing to do would be to leave that situation. You'll become happier outside of work. You'll find a job that actually appreciates you and wants to level you up and wants to use you to the best of your ability and wants to train you to be the best that you can be, to be the best for them. You're going to make money as long as you make them money. If they're going to keep you stagnant, you're just a pawn in the game. You're just another trucking along, you know what I mean? And I say that way because, like, this, okay, so this particular instance that involves my wife, she's currently, honestly, the, like, receptionist who kind of transfers calls and things like that at an insurance agency, and she makes X amount of dollars a month, right? The only value she really holds to this company is she answers phones and she transfers calls. She's waiting for one person to train her on the things that she needs to know in order to be an actual, like, insurance agent, to be able to write policies, things like that, and she's not getting that. She's more than ready. She's more than competent. She is way more than ready. But this person is not doing said action. That's not making the owner of the company any money. The owner of the company is paying her X amount of dollars a month, and that's it. She's losing money. Whereas if she was licensed and ready to go, she could get her teaching out of the way. What the fuck was that? She can get her teaching and her classes and everything out, like, you know, out of the way. She would be able to make more money. For one, she'd be making more money, and she would be able to write extra policies and do extra things for the company, which in turn would bring in more money. At this point, she is a total loss to the owner and to the company. Well, I mean, she's not. I can't say it like that because she's making money and she's doing good things for them, but she's not profiting the company as much as she could be. She's not making the company any money. She's helping the company make money, but she's not making the company money. As if someone called in like, hey, I want to do a policy for this and that. Well, let me transfer you to someone who's open. And there's so many people that work there and they're not open because they're already working on other claims. That's a loss right there, or they have to reschedule it. Well, if she can get one claim done, an extra claim done a day, that's one extra fucking claim or policy that can be billed, that can be profitable for the company, what have you. No, she's not getting that. And I'm trying to get her to understand that she has to leave. And she's a great woman. She's such a smart woman. She's amazing. But she's letting outside forces, such as our finances, things like that, also determine her staying there. She's letting multiple things keep her in this toxic environment, but in return, staying in that toxic environment only makes things outside of work worse. It's a big circle that gets ran, and it all stems from one horrible person, one shitty, incompetent person that can start this chain of events, or start this cycle, I guess. I don't know if you can call it a cycle, or just circle, or what you call it. But one person can kickstart this, and it's downhill from there. It's simple. And again, the best thing to do in a toxic situation like that is just to leave. Like, they're not making you, they're not profiting off of you anymore. You're not profiting off of them, whatever they have to teach you. Like, it's no longer a beneficial place to be, right? It's no longer benefiting either party. Leave. Like, I can relate that to relationships and marriage. If you are not benefiting from either party, like if all you do is constantly argue and all you do is complain about shit, nothing is going right, nothing's healthy, it's time for a divorce or a breakup or whatever, what have you. I am not into this morning. Don't waste each other's time. Don't waste. You could be out doing more valuable shit. You could be getting a better job. You could be working on your health, whatever. Instead of having to answer to the beck and call of your partner. You know what I mean? Now you're free. Now you're not wasting their time. They're not wasting your time. They can go out and find someone who better suits their fit. Who, like, if you're a lazy piece of shit and you get bitched at because you're a lazy piece of shit, go find someone who's going to be able to let you be a lazy piece of shit. I'm not saying that I am, not saying that my old lady is. I'm just saying find someone who's going to let you be a lazy piece of shit. Yeah, I got you, baby. I'll take care of you. You stay home, do whatever. Dishes aren't done? It's okay, baby, I got it. On the flip side, if all you want to do is sit at home and be a lazy piece of shit, and your partner's like, yeah, don't worry, you can stay home, do whatever you want. At least do the dishes. You don't do the dishes because you don't want to, because you just want to be a lazy piece of shit. Why ain't the dishes done, honey? I didn't want to do it. Well, I was at work all day. Why couldn't you do something simple like do the dishes? Go find you somebody that's going to not waste your time and let you be a lazy piece of shit who's not going to fucking make you feel like shit for not doing anything. Or go find somebody who's going to praise you for doing everything. Go find somebody who's worth your effort and worth your time and knows your worth. and you know yours. Like, they know your worth and you know yours. Like, don't let anybody suck the soul out of you that doesn't deserve to. Don't let a situation control you more than it needs to. Fuck. Damn, that was gonna be clean too. God dang it. Some bitch. That's just a situation like that is just going to destroy both parties, because now you're no longer useful to one. You feel like shit because you're not useful to one. They feel like shit because they thought you were a different person. You're painted in a different light. You know, it all comes backwards. It all goes backwards. And it's not your fault. It's not their fault. It's both parties involved. I guess that's kind of rant over and now just enjoy the game. Basically, just what I'm trying to say is, if you're in a toxic work environment, basically, it kind of works with, you know, different relationship environments and shit too. But if you're in a toxic work environment where you aren't getting anywhere, leave. Don't stay there, because it affects you way more outside than you think it does. Put money aside, put your partner aside, put how they feel aside. If they truly support you, they will be more than happy to have you quit. They'll be more than happy to see you happy and see you make a better move for yourself and stay in a job like that. Okay. I just watched him go through that ball. If they truly support you, they will be more than happy to step their game up. Like, so my English teacher, God love him, he's one of my favorite teachers. And I hated school, hated all my teachers, right? My 12th grade English teacher, Mr. Lyndon Wall. If he somehow sees this, I'm sorry if that's too much information to give out. He was one of the best, most down-to-earth people, most understanding people that you could ever have a conversation with. And he used to say, people in relationships say it should be 50-50. No. Relationships should be 100-100. What are you going to get 50% of yourself for? Why? It should be 100-100. You give 100, they give 100. There's going to be days where that falls down, and it's going to be 120-80 or 150-50. You got to pick up that slack. And if your partner truly supports you, they will pick up that slack and they will make it 120-80. They will make it 150-50. They will make it 190-10. If your partner doesn't support you, what the fuck are you doing? If your job doesn't support you, what the fuck are you doing? Fuck, that would have been clean if I could have been fucking straight. If your partner doesn't support you, what in the fuck are you doing? If your job don't support you, what in the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, both parties' times are being wasted at that point. You can't go anywhere because you're stuck. They can't do anything with you because they no longer want to. They're not benefiting from you. You're not benefiting from them besides a paycheck. But you'll be one-dimensional. Nobody wants to be one-dimensional in their job. If you're a janitor and all you know how to do is fucking mop the floor, not even mop. If you're a janitor and all you know how to do is sweep and put trash into the pickup buckets and throw that in a trash bag, somebody tells you to mop, you ain't gonna know how to mop. You're gonna be like, you just became the worst fucking janitor in the entire world. Nobody's gonna show you how to mop. Nobody's gonna fucking hire you to be a janitor because you don't know how to mop. You gotta find the people that are gonna show you how to mop. You gotta find the employers that are gonna be like, look, here's how to mop. And then once you learn how to mop, you're gonna want to find the employer that shows you a quicker way to mop, a cleaner way to mop. Then you're gonna want to find somebody that shows you how to clean up fucking puke and what to use. I think it's sawdust. I don't know. I've only seen them do it, like in school and shit. You're gonna want to find the fucking people that are gonna teach you how to do more and support you and invest in you, because if there's no investment in you, if there's no support in you, you don't have fucking shit to fall back on. You don't have shit in that job that's worth a damn. You don't have anything in that relationship that makes that worth your time staying there. Like, for example, my old lady, my wife. If all you know how to do is do a couple things, right, like not necessarily cleans, but you can do like callbacks and late pays, and you can do different little things, but you can't write a policy. What the fuck are you doing at that company for? You are an insurance company. If you're not going to show your employee how to write fucking insurance policies and how to do that, what the fuck are they there for? Cool, yeah, they can answer phones. Anybody can fucking answer phones. Fucking, I don't know what the fuck to say. I can answer a phone. Yeah, whatever insurance agency, whatever. How can I help you? Oh, you need to speak to Joe? Alright, cool. Here's Joe. Joe's fucking hammered with work because all the calls go to him. The owner doesn't give a shit. Joe does it all. Joe's good at this job. He's done it for 15 years. Whatever. Now let's not take the employee that knows how to do shit and learns pretty fast and teach them how to do it too. Now half the workload's off of Joe, and Jimmy can do the same thing that Joe does. Now you're getting twice the amount of work done. And you're going to get extra work done. And I say twice the amount done and then extra work done, because you can go from, let's say Joe writes 2 policies a day and Jimmy just answers the phones. Well, Jimmy's capable of at least doing 1 policy a day after he learns it. Then that becomes 3 policies a day. Right? So now you just basically increase your profits by 50%. I'm not good at math. I don't know if it's 50%. I'm just thinking half of 2 is 1, so 50%. You've increased your profits. Jimmy gets competent enough. Now he's doing 2 a day. Joe's worked his way up, even though he's been doing it a long time. Joe's worked his way up from 2 a day to 3 a day. You just hit 5 fucking policies a day compared to 2. All because you invested in one employee. All because you invested in doing something with somebody in that relationship, that 2-way street. All because you decided to do something with another person. Then, yes. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to hire another person to take calls. Let them do a little bit, let them get kind of acclimated, train them. You'll be on your way to fucking 7 or 8 policies a day. That company's benefiting from you. That company's benefiting from all parties. That company's now benefiting a fuckload. And it has to repeat that cycle. But you get that one person, let's just say Joe's tired of it. Joe didn't want to teach anybody no more. Nobody else wants to teach. And you know what I mean? You hire Joe as your main policy writer and main trainer. What happens when Joe doesn't want to teach no more? And you still rely on Joe to teach, you're not going to get the employees that are worth it. You're not going to get the employees that are going to be able to learn. So you're going to hire this person who wants to learn and can't, and you're going to be like, well, why the fuck aren't they learning? And not even that. You're going to be like, yeah, okay, Joe's my head guy. Whatever he sees fit goes. Well, now you're stuck at 9 policies a day, 10 policies a day, when it could be 15 policies a day. It could be fucking... You could have so many people that know what the fuck they're doing. Your company could write 40 fucking policies a day and really, really hammer that shit in, right? Well, it all depends on this one person. That's all I'm saying. Sorry, I'm texting my wife. Well, I'm gold 3. Nice. Probably the lowest I've been in a long time. Fucking dog's laying on me, damn it. No, I'm not gonna be your fucking scapegoat, bitch. You can't just pawn all your fucking work onto me and think it's okay when you're not the one who... Hold on. Fuck, I fucked that up. When you're not the one showing me shit that I need to know, and you want to pack all your shit onto me. Fuck that. Tell me my hours. I'm so confused how this is broke down. What a dumb, lazy bitch. that is exactly why you need to get the fuck out. Anyways, guys, rant over. I'm just talking at this point, but I wanted to kind of get that across. I know it was probably all over the place, but it was all related. But just why she's so incompetent. Just get the fuck out. If you're in some sort of toxic situation, just get the fuck out. I'm out of here, y'all. I hope it was entertaining. Thanks for viewing. Hopefully you listen to what I say. Have a good day. Love y'all.